account.
Yep.
Yeah, no shit I'm being recorded, Sony. I'm streaming this shit.
Exactly. Exactly. At this point, it's like, yeah, no duh, we're being recorded.
T-Bone, it was Quinn after all. I'm uploading a video to you now.
A video? Of what?
You'll see.
What numbered session is this? It's for Birth by Sleep because I have lost track.
I have no idea.
I am going to look on my last session to see what...
PS4 automatic.
Oh, it's number 8 now. Last session was number 7. So currently I'm in like a bit more of grinding, so I've been grinding since it's a couple days ago. And we are now live with Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. You might be wondering, what am I still doing here of all places? Well...
Am I actually gonna get away with this?
Okay.
Oh, by the way, hi, welcome to Watch Dogs.
The show where any slight amount of boobs will get you taken off of YouTube. Because of course. I'm going to just send it.
1. And I have
what?
I successfully escaped just by crouching down behind a fucking planter.
And now I'm going to Messenger. And there we go.
So there I was, scribbling Mandelbrot.
Okay, so now, once again, with feeling kaboom!
Clara was the one who sold us out.
What are you talking about? Why would Clara call you?
I'm not going to stay around here. I was just kind of demonstrating what I've been doing.
You think that's touching?
Doing since last stream.
Fucking sad. How could you,
Which, by the
Clara?
way, as soon as I can get out of Radiant Garden...
Did you forget? We're not partners anymore.
Yep, hi, Amanda.
What has she done? Why would she call Damien?
And...
Where are you, Clara? Come on.
Okay. How many cartwheels do you think Aqua could do, Alex?
I'm not gonna do the Piccolo voice now. But that should tell you, what I was thinking.
What specifically should I do a speed run on? Because that is honestly something I've been interested in, but I have never actually been capable of doing one.
Do a really simple one, like Super Mario Brothers.
I'd have to get my Switch I'd have to record off of my Switch. Alright, so since last time, look at my stats. My stats are amazing.
Killed the guy and stole his fucking car.
Right. So, anyway. Yeah, I'm not sure what I could really just do a speed run. Oh, they played Mario Sunshine, Alex. They had a lot of fun playing that game.
On the Switch?
Yes.
I still haven't played it yet.
You have a
been
Switch
playing-
now.
Yes.
You have a Switch now.
Yes, I do, and I've been playing Mario 64 on it.
Okay. So, also, not only do we have these amazing stats, but
I'm destroying Lucky Quinn's car.
I'll have attack haste at level 5, magic 5 attack haste, 5 magic haste, combo finisher boost, reload boost, air combo plus experience walker. Seriously, I'm surprised this ability is... I'd need an actual guide to do a speed run on Zelda 1. Because that game...
You need a guide to finish that game.
Exactly. And then I also have second chance and once more, so Aqua's all set to go for Mirage Arena when I get to doing that. And why did it have to be this world next?
Hey, I'm tracking a number of
If only Aladdin was one of the options, Alex. If only Aladdin was one of the options I could pick. I could just go there and never have to think about going to any other world. But now I have to go to Disney Town for what is probably the most boring mini game out of all 3 games in this game. So, let me give you a rundown, Alex. Terra's had the Rumble Racing, the Mario Kart ripoff. Then
Mario
had
Kart.
or rather, Crash Team Racing ripoff. Then had the Ice Cream Rhythm game, which it's a small world after all.
Okay, so my girlfriend's dead.
No!
Press F in the chat. And now Aqua is going to get the most boring one. I will demonstrate in a moment. But first, we get introduced to Pete. Again. Amanda, wrong chat. I should link you to Alex's stream so you can watch that too. Wrong chat, Jill. Aqua, you had the most appropriate reaction. See, the sight of Pete in that friggin' outfit, I would walk away too. I'd be like, just turn around and walk away.
Well, we were coming here to put flowers on my niece's grave, and now we're going to have to dig one for my girlfriend.
Because, of course.
Yes.
Hello, Aiden.
Oh, and this is Horace,
The first time
who
I
is
saw
also
you,
voiced by Bill
you were
Farmer.
playing chess with Jackson in the park.
Bill Farmer.
Both of you still very sad from the
No!
I could see how you made him feel safe. In our world, we hide in the dark, behind monitors.
Wow, Pete.
That's the only
Some
place we
pro
feel
hero. Oh, you
There's
turned
a
out to
woman
be.
dead
Something
here.
that I didn't
We just
know.
had a fucking shootout.
That lies
There are
with
guys
water
dead
that
all
it
over the
was
ground.
only a
Why
job.
is somebody calmly walking through here?
I thought if I
They're
could
listening to
help you heal,
Evanescence.
help you find answers. Maybe I should heal myself,
I need to not do that.
but I can't.
How can you see
When this is all over,
into my eyes?
No. They're listening to
hope
My
you can
Immortal
talk.
since it's a graveyard scene.
or if not, at least
Alex,
I
they're listening to...
here.
No, I can't sing My Immortal
That's
off the
something
top of my
I'm good
head. That's why I know what you're talking about. I just can't.
No, do it in the goofy voice. How can you see into my eyes like open doors? Is it scary how accurate I can do the Goofy voice?
I could do the Donald Duck voice if my throat wasn't actively trying to kill me right now.
Oh, goodness.
As it is, I'll just say, I am the storm.
Friggin' Mickey Mouse.
I can just...
Why?
I can do Don Cheadle's, Donald Duck.
Wait, Don Cheadle did a Donald Duck voice?
Yeah, it sounds like this.
I'm done with secrets.
I am the storm.
When did he do Donald Duck?
In DuckTales.
Woohoo!
Yes. That very show. Technically the new one, but yes.
Pierce,
That's kind of what I'm...
everything you wanted because I'm
That's
fucking
kind of why I
done
went, woohoo!
She's
here. Forget her. You got enough to worry about.
she's dead.
Oh, no.
Come on.
Oh, god damn it.
I'm on my way back. It's time to
Ooh, Thunderbolt.
Oh yeah, we're in the end game now, by the way.
So, we're reaching Doctor Strange's... his prophecy. You know, I find it weird that Terra doesn't get Thunderbolt until, after or the visit to deep space. Then again, Aqua doesn't get Diamond Dust until we go to Olympus Coliseum. Yes, they named Shiva's finisher. They made Shiva's finisher from Final Fantasy into a command style.
Oh yeah, so there was a thing that was supposed to be playing on the radio about Lucky Quinn's death. It didn't play. And this is the patched version of the game, by the way, Ubisoft.
I really hate this world's music. Oh, and if you think we're done with audio torture when we get to Kingdom Hearts 1, guess what theme is playing? Guess what song is playing in Atlantica?
Atlantica?
Yeah, the Little Mermaid world. Throughout the entire time.
Where the people are.
No, that would actually be a good song. No, I'm talking.
I mean, I love that song, but I know how it would get annoying.
Oh, considering Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo is annoying in this game, oh yeah. It's gonna get annoying in Kingdom Hearts 1. Under the sea. Under the sea.
Okay, so now the radio is playing.
Down where it's wetter, down where it's better, take it from me.
That's to do all the work myself. And I could have fast traveled here, but I figured it was better for the narrative for me to drive Lucky Quinn's car all the way.
Oh,
there.
you wouldn't be laughing, man. When we get to Kingdom Hearts 1. That... Under the Sea is audio torture in that game. And you want to know what makes it even worse?
What?
In Kingdom Hearts 2, Atlantica is a musical bonus world where you get to play a rhythm game. And unfortunately, our main trio can't sing.
Yeah, sure, of course. Take what you want.
Fixers will be breathing down my neck soon.
You know,
Oh, don't even, Amanda.
I brought this up to
She should have just walked away.
There's no evidence
to one of my coworkers a couple days ago on Friday.
What?
You don't know that they didn't. You know, I've seen a lot of things.
We were having a conversation about people who couldn't sing, and we started talking about like the Disney remakes and stuff.
And
then eventually I mentioned the fact that there was a lot of a lot of Christian music that is auto-tuned to shit.
Something about.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, my
Amanda,
friends...
come on. You know I can sing good. But you've seen it.
That's what he wanted.
You gotta burn that coat, man. Rest of it.
There's even a video of me doing karaoke on Facebook, and
Yeah, you can
and
find
evidently
a
a
video
lot
of
of
me
people
singing-
liked it.
Yeah, you can find a video of me singing Michael Bolton's version of "Go the Distance" on
Which
my
I'm
Facebook.
I'm sure you did great.
And I have often dreamed
This whole thing is shit.
of a
man.
Far off
place
place
where a
where great,
hero's welcome will be waiting for me.
Carefully.
where the crowd will cheer when they see my face,
And a
and the voice keeps saying, "This is where I'm meant to be. I am
will
on
find my way.
my way.
And
I can go the distance.
And I'll be there
I'll
someday.
there someday.
And if
I can be strong, I know every mile will be worth my while. Would go most anywhere to feel like I belong. I love how we're singing two different versions of the same song.
Well, you're singing you started off singing Roger Bart's version and ended up singing Michael Bolton's, and I started
What
off singing
the
Michael
frick?
Bolton's and and ended up singing Roger Bart's. So I think we're about
Oh my
we're about
god,
even.
what is wrong with us?
That's a good damn question. I don't know. I mean, aside from the usual.
Man, yeah, Amanda was just joking. It's like, I know for a fact she's heard me sing before. And we often do like to sing during, like, whenever we watch, like, a Disney movie and whatnot.
I used to have sing-along tapes, Disney sing-along tapes.
I wonder how we do singing any of the Muses' songs in Hercules.
Probably not. Well, I left that gate open, guys. Why did you close the gate?
Considering
behind
I
me?
know how much you hate the Muses in Hercules.
You and your vainglorious bullshit. Come on, then.
Is Vainglorious a
Let's
word?
finish this. Oh, but there's one
Who
thing I forgot to
knows?
mention. You like this?
Yes, it is.
CTOS.
Excessively proud of oneself or one's achievements, overly vain. Vain covers that, guys.
Okay.
do believe I am ready for a show. Woohoo!
I'm looking over there to see if there's any treasure, but I don't see anything over there, so I'm going to assume there's nothing there for now. Is that a good assumption to operate under?
Sure.
Right. So,
T-Bone?
okay, so...
Waiting for my train when the lights go out.
Oh, Alex,
Guarantee that's just
Yo.
the start of it. Damien has full access.
do you think it's weird how it's like one movie in the MCU can just utterly contradict everything?
You're talking
I'll call you
about
once
Captain
I'm in.
Marvel, aren't you?
Yes, I am talking about Captain Karen.
Captain Plank, you say?
We have a bunch of nicknames for this one woman.
Green
She is a
Lantern.
Karen.
Green Lantern, you say? Funny thing, Green Lantern was actually a better film. Because
I would disagree.
Hal Jordan was not a completely unlikable character in that film.
That and he was played by Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, he's played by one of the most naturally likable people in the world. Who my mom fucking hates for some reason.
I used to not like Ryan Reynolds for a while, but then I saw Deadpool.
Yeah.
So let's just say that I was in the same boat as she's currently in.
She has seen Deadpool, she doesn't like it. I don't know why. Well, she actually does like it, she just won't admit it.
So she's a tsundere, is what you're trying to tell me.
I would not describe my mom as that to her face, but yes.
I swear she's going to hate me if she ever talks to me. She's just going to be like, Alex, why are you friends with this guy?
She's like that about a lot of people I'm friends with. I think she's finally gotten over it.
Oh dear. You know, funny enough, Emil from the Runaway Guys, Jugger Conroy, ends up lampshading the fact that when he says that the day he finally meets Proton John's parents would be like if it were a sitcom finale. Hey, just because he's heard so much about them and he's just like, and he's always just been curious as to what they're like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like I sometimes get the impression our relationship is somewhat similar to that.
Kinda, yeah.
You'd be John in this instance, and I'd be Emil. Though with that, does that mean I'd have to make terrible puns?
No, that's Kelly's job.
No, I make the dad jokes.
Yes, but that's Kelly's job. Like, he already lives around here. We see him all the time.
If I could ever get into a chat out with him, and one of these days, I'm sure he's just gonna. I'm sure it's going to be very interesting. Though I'm probably sure he's gonna ask, "Where did you meet this guy?"
Shit.
On the
Can't get
internet.
past the firewall. Tito might have an idea.
Then he'd be like, "Yeah, no shit, Sherlock."
He blocked us out. I need him disconnected fast.
Well, shit. I got one idea, but last time I did it, people died.
If we don't do it, people will die.
I should talk
What
to
do you
Horace
got?
first, and I'm like,
Network
"No, we
is
shouldn't."
tied to a satellite. Runs as kind of a safety valve.
Because I don't want to do fruit ball. It's
I got a homemade
stupid. It's a
virus.
terrible
A real
party
mean
game.
Motherfucker. You gotta install it from 3 separate points.
What does it do?
It'll shut down your man. That's for damn sure.
This could get ugly.
You don't know the half of it, amigo. Call me when they're installed and we'll get it done right.
Funnily enough, Aqua has a very similar rolling attack that Ven does in this game. Okay, so fruit ball. We are playing soccer.
I took you for someone more clever, but I'm forced to see you're like
That is
everyone
essentially
else.
what it is.
Where did my car go? Where'd you take my fucking car, guys?
The silent treatment.
And we're fighting
You'll
against
make me an
Boots.
emotional wreck. And who knows what I'll do in such a state. Come on, Aiden, impress me. What will you do now? Throw me out my game? Come on.
Although it is styled
Do better.
a little more like volleyball.
Damien's screwing with the navigation. He's trying to slow me down. Focus on one location at a time.
Squad all units, secure scan successful. Suspect located in mark.
Arriving shortly. Stop! Now!
I have to wonder how Kelly would feel about me being the guy you go to for John Constantine quotes.
Be advised, a high
He'd just be like, "This is the guy." Like,
Wow. Check out all this control.
this is so riveting, don't you agree?
The best offense isn't
You can see how it's clearly the best minigame in Disney Town. It is so exciting. I mean, this music is so... so fast-paced. Ace, that this has to be the most exciting event in the game. Don't you agree?
Alright. Color me impressed. What was
Note
that?
how much sarcasm
A virus
I'm
of some
breathing.
kind? He's taking quite a shine to all this hacker business. Noodle away.
Like, literally
You don't really
all of the
understand what I'm
sarcasm.
doing.
Trying to destroy the city.
Ah, it lives. No, not destroy. Cripple. So every one of them can know what it feels like to have their future
And unlike
taken from them.
like the ice cream rhythm minigame
Saving the best
and Rumble Racing, guess what you get for doing every a variant of this one minigame?
Oh, damn it.
You could probably guess that you get absolutely nothing.
I can't do the Nathan Explosion voice right now, or else I would.
Ay, ay, ay. Someone on Twitter said that
The navigation.
said after or several voice actors say like you should vote blah blah blah, not voting for someone specific. He's like, is it me or has Pros D gotten fatter? And I'm like, somehow. The guy who made the those videos regarding that dragon thing. He's also the guy that sings in the Goofy voice.
Oh, Pro ZD. Yes.
Yeah. Like he is so much of a tool that he's somehow gotten fatter. I don't know how that's possible.
Boy.
Obviously we can't count on Pete for anything. He's an idiot. How many people would actually be fooled in universe by Pete?
Nobody.
Exactly. Also, apparently, as Tim Pike found out Austin Tyndall apparently has quite a sense of humor. And I'm just like, huh, it's kind of funny how that works.
The suspect is taking the canal.
Your delivery has already let me down, Aqua. And if you think her delivery is flat here, just wait till I eventually get at the... Dear Lord, I can't believe I am going to be looking up this title. Wait till we get to Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, a Fragmentary Passage. Turbo HD Hyper Remix. And Electric Boogaloo, and Knuckles featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
Be advised, a high-powered patrol car has been sent to his location. I'll try to spin him.
How much of that do you think was just me making it up?
All.
Nope, I was not making up the first bit. I was not making up 0.2 Birth by Sleep of Fragmentary Passage. The rest of it, I did make up. Yes! Manda, I am not kidding you. That is an actual game. If you don't believe me, here is the link to it on TV Tropes.
A high-powered patrol car has been dispatched after the suspect.
I made up the rest of it, the first bit, and up till the end of, up to Fragmentary Passage, I didn't make up. Click the link if you don't believe me, Manda. It's on the Facebook message group. No, I am not making it up. Amanda, click the link on TV Trope from TV Tropes, and you will see that I am not making this up. There is no hyperbole whatsoever in the fact that the title of the game is called Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep: A Fragmentary Passage.
This is fun.
Of course she was kidding. I should have seen that coming. Also, Pete gets dragged off by a bunch of brooms. We're the cleaning crew, and we're gonna clean your attitude. You want to know how Pete's costume can get worse, Alex?
Ow.
In Kingdom Hearts 2, there's literally a zipper that goes down his crotch all the way up to his ass. I am also not making that up. That is an actual thing in that game.
Square. Fuck you, Square.
Move.
Amanda, come on!
Damien's screwing with the navigation.
Check on Discord and you will see this design. This is so terrible.
Location is being distributed now.
Let me bulldoze this guy, will you?
And as I was saying, Aqua's line delivery in later games gets even worse, if that can be believed.
Stop where you are!
This is the police. Stop your vehicle now. No line of sight to the suspect.
Stop the vehicle! Now!
Stop your vehicle.
Oh, we will shoot you! Who would want a smart city? I'm ordering you to stop!
Going in for him. I'm in trouble here. Forward positioning. We'll never hit him from here. I need help. Stop your vehicle and give yourself up. I'm gonna ram him. This is the police. All over now. I'm gonna try to hit him. Watch out.
Stop where you are!
Amanda, you may have never needed to see that, but I never needed to see it either, so yes, and Nomura thought we all needed to see that. So trust me, by Kingdom Hearts 2, we're going to be seeing quite a bit of Pete. fun fact, I got Jim Cummings' autograph on Kingdom Hearts 3. Yep. No, let's never go back here again. On second thought, let's not go to Disney Town. 'Tis a silly place. Hey, Alex.
Screwing with the navigation.
We're going into the distance.
Focus on one location at a time.
Hello?
All units, this is squad. C2SK has located the suspect. Distributing location now.
Yep. More unversed. Again.
Be advised, a high-powered patrol car
Oh,
has
hi,
been sent to
Harvey
his
Bullock.
location.
Alex, I was saying to Amanda, who's like, ew, I never needed to see that. I'm like, neither did I, but apparently Nomura thought we needed to see that. Because Kingdom Hearts 2, we are going to be seeing quite a bit of Pete.
Oh, for the love of fucking God, guys. I thought it was only going to be restarting from the checkpoint, not from the whole way back here.
And just like that, this Mook Rush is done.
Shocking footage has surfaced implicating Mayor Rushmore in the murder of a woman, Rose Washington. The woman was a former CTOS employee reported missing over a year ago.
What the fuck?
Mayor Rushmore has refused to comment, but a statement released by City Hall claims the footage is a fake, made by the hacker group DedSec in order to discredit the mayor.
What the hell is this?
Yeah, you'll understand girls when you're older. I'm like, Herc, you're gonna get a bae who is so much hotter than Aqua and has a much better sounding voice.
What the hell happened here?
Stuff happen.
After everything we've suffered, you...
Okay, I think the game fucked up.
What?
Okay, yeah, the game definitely fucked up because that was supposed to come later. So I can't fucking skip this cutscene, apparently.
Because of course you can't. Oh, Herc, you'll definitely be that tough. Though for the first Kingdom Hearts game, you're gonna sound more like Samwise Gamgee.
Begging your pardon, Mr. Frodo, but they don't.
I'm totally serious. Sean Astin voices Herc in the first Kingdom Hearts game.
What?
I hope you don't mind.
Why, were you not believing me?
Figure that
I
makes
thought you were kidding.
even.
Yeah, sure, of course. Take what you want.
Fixes the
Nope.
breathing down my neck.
Huh.
I didn't even know Rose was dead.
Or hold on, I need to make
You
sure.
should have just walked
I
away.
need to verify.
There's no evidence that Bloom arranged her death.
Yes, it is Sean
You don't know
Astin.
if They didn't. You know, I've seen a lot of things that don't add up.
Mr. Frodo.
All it takes is one good PR team to sweep that
What the
up.
hell happened here?
After Rose died.
I honestly
Okay.
thought. I honestly was hoping that I was wrong there, Alex.
I don't know the hows and whys of it.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on Samwise Gamgee being Hercules in the first Kingdom
I'm
Hearts
sorry,
game.
I'm a bit more concerned with the fact that my game fucking skipped a mission.
Yeah, that is actually a pressing matter. Ah, thank God. I really need to acquire Air Slide. That way, at the very least, Aqua has a bit more mobility in the air. So, in terms of her design, what do you make of it? Amanda has many questions.
It's alright.
Amanda, you've obviously never seen a Square Enix game. Let me just say that the designs get weirder and weirder. Gonna preface this with that. I still really need to get all the stickers in Aqua's campaign due to the fact that I want Rhythm Mixer. God dang it. So, for those uninitiated, Olympus Coliseum is literally an area that is only 3 rooms.
Okay, look at this.
Alright.
Okay. There we go. That's how it's supposed to be. Thank you.
Alright.
Stupid fucking game.
Are we sure we're not playing Assassin's Creed Unity?
No, but we're playing a Ubisoft game. This is a game that...
That is Ubisoft?
Yeah, I know. I'm saying... But we're playing a Ubisoft game. This is the game where I once went up a gang from the planet Krypton because they could see me through like 6 feet of concrete.
I'm sorry, what?
Literally, their
just walked away.
Their line of sight triggers were going off when I had a concrete floor between them and me.
But wouldn't they not be able to see through concrete if they were from the planet, we were on the planet Krypton? Or are you saying
they were from the planet Krypton?
Okay. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Couldn't make much sense if it was something with a bell.
And herp-derp?
Bellwether. That's what he wanted.
You gotta burn that code, man. The rest of it, I don't care what you do.
So, for those who would be curious on Tetsuya Nomura, the character designer for a lot of the Final Fantasy games and Kingdom Hearts. Alright, let's just say he has a strange fascination with belts and zippers.
Bad things tend to happen.
How evident do you think that is with this character design, Alex?
This is slightly more normal. I have seen people dressed like this, sort of, in real life.
At conventions?
No. A friend of mine's ex used to dress like that all the time.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Shocking footage has surfaced implicating Mayor Rushmore in the murder of a woman, Rose Washington.
And now we
the
go.
woman was a former CTOS employee reported missing over a year ago.
It's a
Mayor
shame.
Rushmore has refused to comment, but a statement released by City Hall claims the
Holy cow, where did you come from?
DedSec in order to discredit the mayor.
Hi, Zach.
I think my game might be a bit fucked. I'm not sure.
It's a Ubisoft game, Alex. That's always the
But I
the
got all
assumption.
the way through it without that kind of problem on the Wii U.
Are you mad?
I don't know
Alex,
Yeah.
just naturally
But I do know
assume
Mickey's safe.
that it's broken
And I
because
know
it's a
you'll pay
Ubisoft
for it.
game.
You think you're the
Just
hero in all
operate
this?
under that assumption.
Read your old press.
And any
You're a
Ubisoft
terrorist,
game
City.
that
You're
you
vainglory
play will go by a lot smoother.
Come and get
Read the
me. Let's finish
press.
this.
Motherfucker, I have, like, one of the most positive reputations in the city.
I've unlocked CTOS.
Even though, you know, you've killed quite a number of people in this game.
Hey, some of that wasn't my fault.
You are in for a show.
Sure it wasn't, and I'm the
Only-
Queen of England.
Only some of it wasn't my fault. Some of it clearly was.
With as little commitment, delivered with as little commitment as humanly possible, because I am literally a human robot.
Brent Spiner as Commander Data had more emotion.
And you're actually hearing the audio on my end.
Data literally did not have emotions, and he had better delivery.
I guarantee that's just the start of it.
So recently I had finished watching the first Alien movie with my friend Alden, and it's like every time I try to find some kind of critique about it, I'm just like, I just end up being
I'll
like,
call you once I'm in.
no, this actually works in this movie.
I do like being useful.
It's hard to critique it. It's just that damn good.
Yep.
Too bad Ridley Scott screwed over his own lore in later Alien movies, including the prequels.
Well, he was only involved with the prequels. He wasn't involved with
Aliens or Alien 3 or Alien Resurrection with the director of the Justice League. That was Joss Whedon's first ever directorial credit.
He did not direct Alien Resurrection.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
Give me a sec.
I know this for a fact. It was it was Jean-Pierre Jeunet.
It really is
Crap,
a wonder
you're
of
right.
human ingenuity.
He did write it.
Making a model
Yes.
city for model citizens.
And you will notice that the characters are basically prototypical versions of the ones from Firefly.
Debate, I'm sure.
The ones from Firefly are better.
But relax.
Funny enough,
Blah, 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 blah.
Jason O'Mara from Firefly voices Batman in the DC animated movie universe.
But then you know that very well, don't you?
Honestly, it's like his voice is something I've gotten used to for Batman, but he would not be my pick, if I'm being honest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ironically, the child actor who plays Damian, Stuart Allen, is better early on than early Jason O'Mara Batman.
Huh.
I don't know how that's possible. It's like the Stephen King 1990 miniseries, where the child actors are pretty much better than the adult actors.
In It.
Yeah. Somehow. Oh, hi, James Wood.
Shit. Can't get past the firewall. T-Bone might have an idea.
Hades, I noticed your eyes were going a little south.
I need him
there.
disconnected fast.
Her eyes are a little higher.
I got one idea, but
Like, literally, Hades just got a good look
We
at her
don't do it,
boobs.
people will die. What do you got?
the whole network's tied to a satellite. Runs as kind of a safety valve to CTOS. I got a homemade virus. A real mean motherfucker.
Oh, man, that's
You gotta install it from 3 separate points.
What does it do?
No, he's got spine, and he's quite brawny.
This could get ugly.
You don't know the half of it, amigo. Call me when they're installed. We'll get it done right. Did you really think you could stop me so easily?
It might interest you
I took you for someone more
in Kingdom
clever, but
Hearts
unfortunately,
3.
You're like everyone else.
You'll see what I mean when we get to that game.
Ah, the silent treatment. You'll leave me an emotional wreck.
When you discover your favorite childhood movie was a box office failure. Impossible.
What will you do now?
Down Periscope? What even is that?
It's one of the greatest naval films of all time.
Highlander, or wasn't a box office success. It was kind of bombed.
Yeah. I didn't watch that when I was a kid, though.
True.
Squad to all units. DQS scan successful. Suspect located and marked.
And so let's see.
Suspect is in sight. We see him.
I swear I need to find a way.
Offense is a genius defense.
Way to get rid of some of my crap on here. Yes, let's go. And suddenly Zach is feeling cold. Don't worry, it's normal up here in the north.
And for dead people.
No, not destroy.
Oh, and now we're fighting a smaller version of the Frost
Know what it
Titan.
feels like to have their future taken from them.
I remember this charming fellow from the Hercules movie.
Color me impressed.
Yes, and not from Greek mythology.
A virus of some kind? He's taking quite a shine to all this hacker business.
I really bulldozed this guy. Damn it, where the hell did he go?
No, Zach. You're kind of worthless. Besides, she could wreck the Frost Titan on her own.
Be advised, a high-powered patrol car has been
All
sent
the
to his
Ice
location.
Colossus, but whatever. Also, isn't the Ice Titan supposed to be, imprisoned?
Oh, how did you guess?
Because I saw the movie.
You're not supposed to remember that.
I booked a trip to Revenant, England.
Evidently,
Want to come along?
he's someone, looking at you, Nora, didn't remember that detail. Oh, when writing this part of the game.
Stop your vehicle.
And now I'm just Goomba stomping on Hades.
A high-powered patrol unit's been dispatched.
And I just won by Goomba stomping on him. Quite a boss fight, wouldn't you agree? So riveting.
Not as challenging as Mysterio's in Spider-Man 2.
You mean the great... Don't compare this with the greatest boss battle in all of history.
I can literally just run over spike strips, and I don't get blowouts.
Be advised, a high-powered patrol car...
Alex,
random
never
car.
compare this boss fight to the greatest boss fight in the history of video games.
Think you will hire me? I'm in good with the higher-ups.
This is the police. Stop your vehicle now.
Dak, that's the exact same promise you made to Aerith.
Suspect out of sight. We'll do another pass.
become a great hero, Zach, as seen in Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII. Don't worry, Aqua. He'll move on and find some flower girl in a church. How is your car still functioning?
That's a damn good question.
That I wish we had the answer to. Mom ended up saying that her favorite Teen Titan in the show is Starfire.
I see what you're doing.
Just because she's very innocent and pure. Football tackle that guy.
Then you come beat up the cripple. That about right. I'd have guessed your hacker chick invented this little gambit, but then she's dead. Isn't she?
See you.
Well, have at it, Aiden. Give me your best and I'll give you mine.
So that was Olympus Coliseum done.
In the afterlife.
We forged a D-Link with Zack and got a Keyblade that is otherwise worthless to Aqua. So how did you feel about the last 2 times we went into space?
I mean, I just wanted to go there, so...
We've got a high-powered patrol car in
You don't get that joke. You haven't played the game.
What game?
7 Days, 7 Days of Skeptic.
Yeah, you're right, I haven't played that game. Oh, and unlike the last 2 times weird. Oh, and Aqua, unlike the last 2 times we were here as Ven and Terra, we actually get to end up being in good favors with the Grand Councilwoman.
Okay, wow, that shouldn't have worked, but apparently it did. I wasn't even trying to get away that time.
Hey, you'd be surprised what works and what doesn't. What would you say is a positive aspect about Birth by Sleep?
It doesn't look like absolute dog shit.
Copy that. A high-powered patrol unit is around.
Damn it, fuck you.
You've suddenly turned into Vegeta. Hi, Stitch. I say with the most flat delivery humanly possible. With the flattest delivery humanly possible, I should say. That's better. Oh, hi, Captain Gantu.
Oh, hi, Ginyo. I know you said...
Gantu isn't voiced by R. Bruce Elliott, he's voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson.
I know you said Gantu, I just... I had to say Ginyu.
Right. Sunny from another Discord server tells me that because Kevin Michael Richardson voices Gantu, that kind of he's not really that big a fan of Richardson's voice. Even though I know for a fact he's done better with like Crunch Bandicoot and Trigon the Terrible from Teen Titans.
He voiced Crash?
No, Crunch.
Oh.
You know, the buff Bandicoot with the robot hand.
You mean the buffer Bandicoot, because Crash is pretty buff already.
He has no neck.
Network is, it anticipates a problem.
He has no neck, and he's just a torso with a head, pair of skinny arms, and... What do I say about anything below his torso? Alex.
I don't know.
What do I say about anything below his torso that won't give people Cat Icarus flashbacks? For those that don't know, Cat Icarus once made a video on rating Crash Bandicoot's butt in every Crash Bandicoot game out there. Oh, and yes, the Grand Councilwoman is voiced by the same actress who played her in the movie. And you know what's the one game that actually changes things up in terms of how Olympus Coliseum is presented?
Wow. What?
Kingdom Hearts 3 is the only game to have something different for Olympus Coliseum, because now you get to actually go to Mount Olympus in that game.
Careful! It's clear. Head that
I am
way.
not making that up.
Looks clear. I'm gonna check another area.
Sadly, Zoe Caldwell, the voice of the Grand Councilwoman, had passed away on February 16th, 2020.
Aw.
She was great. May she rest in peace. This time, I press F in the chat. F for her.
Squad, that suspect is gone. We're calling him.
Let's see.
It's done. Your viruses are in.
All right, we're in it now. You head back to that weak point.
I swear I
Right
have
where we
way
started.
too many of this
That'll
crap.
open up for you like a lady's. Never mind. You'll have a clear line to the satellite, and that's what's important.
Okay, clear line to the satellite. You say that's the safety valve?
And a little more. Once you're inside, you pull the trigger.
The only
Black
con
out,
with
Aiden.
grinding in
And
this
if we're
game
lucky, and I'm
is
as clever
just
as
the
our
sheer
TV
amount of
says,
stuff that you
you'll get a
get
lock on Damien's location.
from
That's all I
grinding.
want.
Do you think
Now.
it's surprising?
We are about to pull surrogates on this bitch.
So
Now, if you don't know what that... I mean... The cops are literally just wandering off.
So, Alex, what part of this game's visual department would you say looks impressive?
Honestly, not much of it.
Well, consider
Hi,
it's a
I'm the guy you were
PSP
just
game.
looking for. I'm the guy you were just
Consider
looking
it's-
for. Hi. Yeah, the cops are literally just not even giving a shit. It's like... Where did you come from?
Consider, if you will,
It's
the
a
fact that
cop
this game
laying on
is
the
a
ground
PSP
underneath
game.
his car.
Anyway, consider, if you will, the fact that this game is a PSP game ported to the PlayStation 3 and then PlayStation 4. The PlayStation 4 port being the one that I'm playing on.
Just look at this. Look at this.
Look at my horse. My horse is amazing. Give it a lick. Mmm, tastes just like raisins.
Why does your horse taste like raisins?
Don't ask. You've heard of that song, right?
I'm pretty sure I have from you.
Just from me?
I can't even remember, honestly.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh
You are
my.
young.
No, please.
I mean, hang on.
Even though Fran would be the oldest between the three of us, I feel like an
Seriously,
old
do
man.
you look at my stream here?
Yes, I am looking at your stream right now. What
Yeah, I
is
didn't-
going on?
This cop is just apparently dead and laying underneath his own car.
How? Who? What? What even had to happen?
His partner walked the other way and didn't even bother to get in the cop car.
Oh, so now we're going to be fighting the unversed outside with...
And the lights literally turned off by themselves and on. Look at that. Look at that. The cop doesn't even... I stole his car and drove it right past him, and the guy doesn't care. This is a Ubisoft game, after all, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Just remember, if ever there was something wrong with your Assassin's Creed or Watch Dogs in Alex's case, just remember it's a Ubisoft game, and meanwhile I'm playing a Square Enix game that's still more functional than Avengers. Yes, I went there.
Sad but true.
Oh, now I have air slide. Jill, what would you even want me to speed run anyway? I'd have to charge my Wii U. I'd have to charge my Wii U gamepad just so that I could actually attempt playing stuff that I've wanted to play on that game system for a while, which one of those games includes going back and replaying the entirety of Donkey Kong 64.
Oh, nice. You should play, you should speedrun Sonic Boom. You should become the world's best Sonic Boom.
The only way I could do that is if I use a version of the game that isn't updated, and so I can use the Knuckles infinite jump glitch.
Enjoy the show.
Give us 30 seconds.
That's the only way I could feasibly see myself speedrunning that game.
Then, when the system reboots,
is if I don't bother with patching it.
we will correct what Boom has broken. 30 seconds is all we need.
30 seconds. No
Okay, so real talk. Were you expecting Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric to be as bad as it turned out to be?
I haven't played it yet.
Alex, I could already tell just by appearances, it looks pretty bad.
Yeah, those designs are trash.
I can look past the designs, but the gameplay is horrible. Oh, and believe it or not, the graphics and the frame rate get worse the more players you add to the game.
And it's a fucking CryEngine game on the Wii U. What did they expect?
They expected it to print out money. I'm like, sorry, this isn't Sonic Lost World. Which was actually somewhat good.
I'd say more than somewhat, but yeah, I understand what you mean.
I say somewhat good because I'm more on general consensus, not, my personal opinion. My personal opinion, I love that game.
Yeah.
Hold on one sec, I gotta let the dogs in.
It'll stop, Damien. I'm gonna find him.
So, has this gotten repetitive yet?
My God.
I haven't
This
been
Mook
watching.
Rush. Has Mook Rushes gotten repetitive in this game?
No way.
And we're already done. Imagine that. Do you like Stitch?
Yes.
Do you think he's cute?
Why are you
Yes.
so damn stubborn? Quinn's dead.
Would you want a plushie of him?
Maybe. Why?
I'm just asking, literally.
Got your
No
sister
reason.
back, Clara. She stabbed you in the back.
That'd be
He
neat,
helped kill your
yeah.
precious Lena. You know it's true.
What about you?
I'd certainly
Some
want a
might blame
plushie
you
of
for
Stitch.
leaving Jet.
I wonder who would think that, huh? But why stop there? Perhaps we should blame you.
I would want a plushie for a lot of things.
I blame myself every day for the plan, for meeting you, for not stopping you when I had the chance. I don't make that mistake anymore.
By the
I see
way,
a problem,
Alex,
I step in.
Yeah.
so Donkey Kong or Donkey Kong 64,
You're the
or
only
is
problem I see now.
basically in terms
And I'm
of
coming
like
for you.
what you have to do in that game. There are 5 golden bananas for each Kong in each world, thus making it 25 golden bananas each.
Power's still running out
Each,
there.
and
Yes, we were
in
there
terms
earlier,
of
Aiden.
in terms of how many do you need to, you know, generally beat the game, you only need half of them. 100 out of 200 that you could get throughout each part of the game. Oh, and yes, as Zach's dealing is that he gives you the overpowered attack that he does as during Terra's fight with him.
So yeah, this is the lighthouse we
Remember
went to
when you and
earlier.
I first decided to pool our
A
talents?
couple weeks ago, rather.
The schemes we were planning? We had so much drive, but never like this. Look outside. We've taken down a goddamn city.
I swear, Aqua's, in terms of how it looks, her finisher, her best finisher is probably the weakest. Not in terms of, like, say, how much power it's packing. I am more saying in terms of like flashiness and whatnot. Terra got basically Tetris, or Ven got like that Goomba stomp that turned into a screen nuke, and Aqua just gets the ability to throw magic orbs at you. That's about it.
Now I'm spending my final hours standing on the Widow's Walk. That's what they call the Lighthouse Lookout. The Widow's Walk.
Wouldn't you say that's a little
Did you know
boring?
that?
Yeah.
I didn't. Seems fitting. Everything reeks of conclusion.
So yeah, now we're
Surprise, surprise.
yeah, this is the end game.
So
Trust me,
why
Steven.
aren't the Avengers assembling?
Anything you want to say? They know who I am now. That's it? That's all you got? Hey, fuck you. Look at you.
Remind me what tune you're whistling.
You
It's
think you're
literally
absolved because your cause is what?
The
Noble?
Avengers theme from the
You
end
played
game.
me.
It doesn't
what this is
sound.
about. I
Oh
played
wait,
you.
never mind. It does.
Clara is as much your fault. So is your niece. That's why you sent your family away, right? They know what you are. You play a beautiful game, but sometimes you still lose. Blah, blah, blah. Jesus, you guys talk a lot.
Oh yeah, here's my friend, my support
doing here?
character,
Sorry, pal. New contract. Kick it
and
over.
he's
Come on, kick it
he's
over.
betraying me for absolutely no reason. My buddy is betraying me. Thanks a lot, Jordy. You've been helping me this whole time.
Oh, you're
Suddenly, he's like, he's like Sentinel Prime. I'm in,
Transformers 3,
That's why this
yes.
went wrong.
He's like, oh, by the way, I'm betraying you. Well, that's kinda, sorta bad. Kinda, sorta, damn.
Come on, hand it over.
Of many things that Doug Walker gets wrong, that is actually something he gets right about that movie. Oh, by the way, now I can teleport.
And I threw him off the balcony of the Widow's Walk. Shot Damien in the head.
Death, I suppose. I thought I could fix the little girl's death, but instead it led to all of this. Exposed lies, corrupted kings, broken city, and me, changed man. I don't look back anymore. I don't regret. I look forward. Everything is connected, and I'll use that to expose, to protect, and if necessary, to punish.
Once again, Mayor Rushmore is dead. Police are not revealing any information.
So yeah, that's the credits.
Ties between the mayor and the Chicago South Club leader, Lucky Quinn.
That's the credits there.
Did the mayor kill himself over this
Wait, the game's already over?
Or was
Yeah.
he executed?
But what?
Yeah, we killed our
has issued a statement regarding the
we
recent
got betrayed
CTOS
by her
troubles.
friend,
We knew all along
and
that our
we
CTOS network would be a target
we
for
got
hackers of all strengths and
we
skills.
killed the guy
It's been
who
an excellent proving ground to demonstrate
we killed
how
all of the
robust our
people who
system really is.
have
We're so pleased with
caused
the
this up to now, except for one.
Our firewall security withheld the worst of the attacks, and in some cases, could be gained.
Yes, you.
Your personal information remains secure. Our CTOS network
Can we
is
just move?
restored
Can
to
we just
full
have you move on to
operation.
Spider-Man?
As soon as we get done with finishing
In a
up
world where
this,
we wanna spend
yes.
more time with loved ones.
Because I kind of feel like I need to see you play a better game.
Bloom Industries
And right now, just cause I don't think this is a game that would get better if you tried completing it. Just gonna go out on a limb there.
There's not really a whole lot left to do, honestly.
Oh
God. At least the Spider-Man game had more going for it when you tried to complete it.
Vigilante Aiden Pierce.
Renowned child psychologist Yolanda Mendez is with us. Dr. Mendez, your story is extraordinary. You actually know Aiden Pierce, the man we know as the Vigilante. Tell us how that came about.
I met Mr. Pierce through the family. His sister.
This was a surprise to us. We couldn't find any information about him at
I
all.
forgot to level up Snow
It's great
White's
that you've come
link.
forward. You were treating her son for trauma?
Yes, well, naturally I can't discuss
do it
any
off
of
screen.
that. Not even their names.
No. We wouldn't
Except for the
ask
fact that
you
you
to,
can definitely
but
look up the
that's how
fact
you met
look up
Pierce.
Aiden P.
What's he like?
You
It's impossible
can't
to say
discuss
for
them.
certain
Can't
what
even
he's
discuss
really
the names.
like.
Fuck
He
you.
masks his personality, and he's very good at it.
So easy to figure this
You
stuff
know,
out.
Someone playing poker. This is a very smart man.
Aiden
who's looking to
Pierce
gain the
sucks
upper
at
hand in
poker.
every
I should
situation.
know. I'm
And
him.
you're writing a book.
Yes, I am. It's a book about the whole experience. A study on Mr. Pierce. I really wanted to explore this complex man's mind.
I'm sure it'll be a
Complex?
fascinating read. Dr. Mendez, thank you.
My goal was pretty simple. Avenge my niece.
Become an Avenger without contacting Samuel L. Jackson. Because, you know, I could have sworn we had to go through him first before anyone got approved for being an Avenger.
We are vigilant against the Watchers.
Yeah.
We are capable. We are unstoppable. We are.
Well, the trucker, you ain't
Invincible?
no Avenger.
While a statement from the commissioner's office acknowledges the recent decline in criminal activity, the vigilante
So what was your
known as
favorite
the Fox
scene in
is only
Avengers
given the
Endgame?
slightest praise for his crime-fighting efforts. An anonymous source told our reporters that members of the
Probably,
police department are
Tony
more
and his dad.
enthusiastic about the vigilante than
Yeah,
they
that was
are
a
allowed
nice
to publicly
scene.
disclose.
I still think my favorite was the America's Ass moment.
With Chicago still reeling from the
Hell
shocking
Hydra was a
revelations
great
of
one,
Rose
too.
Washington's murder and Mayor Rushmore's subsequent death, there has been
As far as
little
I'm
appetite
concerned,
for
that's
politics or
America's
elections.
ass.
One name that's been floated about is Bloom's VP of Communications, Charlotte Gardner. Her supporters insist Ms. Gardner will restore integrity and trust to a city that
I just
sorely needs it.
think that was such a great.
City officials are picking up the pieces
That
from
was
the
a great
shocking chaos brought on by
little
a massive
thing there.
CTOS malfunction.
It's like you see the
city experienced
confusion
major
on their
power
face,
outages,
and
bridge
it's
disruptions,
on their
and thousands
faces
of
there,
dollars
and
in
it's like,
damages.
what
While
the
CTOS
fuck?
is
It's
back
like,
online, many are raising questions
then.
about the safety features needed to run a complex system in a major city.
I'm bleeding here. You?
I'm holding up.
I got one last bone for you to chase. Maurice finally gave in, then suddenly he was all talk.
yeah. So my buddy is now no longer betraying me. He's giving me the last, the last thing here.
Oh,
He
by
couldn't-
the way, we're fighting Captain Gantu.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Jordy. You couldn't have just told me. You couldn't have just helped me in the end there, or it's not like that.
Maurice is one of his loose ends.
That betrayal made literally no fucking sense.
He's the one who shot my car, killed my niece. I want to say we're different, but I don't know anymore. How many people have I hurt?
Yeah, sure, because you're gonna totally beat us.
Who deserves to die?
Let's see, a Keyblade wielder with cosmic level power versus a security guard.
You know, how different are we? I know we could probably measure our body counts against each other. I don't think I've ever killed anybody who was innocent on purpose.
Except for when you totally did.
Well, no, all of those people definitely deserved it.
So, did you just weaponize the power of Zola's algorithm?
I suppose so. What do you mean?
You know, the algorithm that basically he said, like, oh, by the way, this can determine in the person's future just by looking through their past.
Clean out some loose ends.
No, you can't.
I know you'll be back. Guys like us, we don't know when to stop.
Hold on a sec, I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
It's done. You're the last.
There is no last. You're in it now. I warn you. These guys, they're like nothing you've ever seen before.
Or will again?
You fucking think it's over?
No. But now they have something to fear.
What the fuck? What's wrong with you, man? Huh? You're fucked! You get that? We're both fucked! Fucking shoot me! Come on. Huh? Make you sleep better at night. Kill the guy that killed you.
I'm back.
Fuck!
Let me guess, I didn't miss much, did I?
We're having our final conversation with the guy who killed our niece.
Of course. He wants you to shoot him. Do you shoot him?
Nothing.
Now I forged a D-Link with Stitch. Oh, and now we finally get to... Ooh, we finally get to Metallica's favorite part of Enter Sandman.
1, 2, 3, 5.
Jeez. First...
I know it.
Now, from here, there are two different endings.
The first ending where you shoot him in the face, and the other ending where you don't shoot him in the face.
Yes.
Which one will Aiden go for?
Well, considering the fact the ending where we don't shoot him kinda sucks.
We're gonna shoot him in the face.
Okay, fuck you to the quality control team. You guys didn't do enough. Oh, licensed music. Thank you very much, game. This is gonna get me so many copyright claims.
It won't even be funny.
Wake up, sunshine. Open up your sleepy eyes for me. Can't have you hiding. I've been waiting all the night. People waiting for the light. Sunshine.
So, please say something. We need to fill space here so that I don't get copyright claims.
And it keeps going and going and going, and keeps going and going and going.
And the hits start coming, and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules, and I hit the ground running.
Or even better, and it goes on and on and on. You remember what movie that song's from, don't you?
And that means go on and on and on and on and on and on.
I love how I can torture both myself and you with Highlander 2. That movie's terrible.
Yes,
no human being should ever or bear witness to it. Even with our commentary, because our commentary isn't going to make that movie better.
Might make it more entertaining, though.
Are you sure? Because...
I mean...
Are you sure? Because I don't have very polite things to say about that movie.
Like I said, it might make the movie more entertaining.
How would it be more entertaining with my commentary?
Because then you get to experience the pain alongside someone else.
And it keeps going. And it goes on and on and on.
And on 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 and on.
Oh my god. Why are you doing this to me right now?
Because I did this at work a couple days ago and I needed to use that joke somewhere in a recorded format.
Oh my goodness. Who was the poor sap that had to endure this?
Technically it was saps plural in that it was my partner and our assistant. So
why would you do that to them?
Because it was a joke and we have to spend 8 hours putting together lockers, so I have to find a way to pass the time.
Oh my god, that is not a way you should pass time.
It was only for like less than a minute at most.
That's too long.
What? Me singing that little chorus bit from, or pre-chorus bit from, We Are the Champions?
No, you know damn well what I was referring to.
No, that's all I was doing.
I was making a reference to friggin' Highlander 2.
I know that. But yeah, the ending where you spare the guy who killed your family really kind of sucks.
How does showing mercy be a worse ending than killing the guy?
Because it's not narratively satisfying. Like,
yeah.
It literally doesn't make much sense.
Oh, right. I almost forgot. Naughty Dog.
This is not Naughty Dog.
at the very least, this game actually gives you the option to kill the person responsible for your pain and turmoil.
Yeah.
Whereas Last of Us doesn't even give you that satisfaction.
Yeah. Quality check. How many quality assurance people did this game have? There's too much fucking audio quality assurance.
Let's see, reports. I need one from... God damn it. Castle
Wow, that is a lot of
Dreams.
fucking voice actors.
There are two in Disney Town, one in Enchanted Dominion, one in Dwarf Woodland.
And my
I'm missing.
My 4K Back to the Future collection is shipped, finally.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks, Amazon. And that's a bit slow. The credits just keep going. They never stop.
And it goes on and on and on.
And nobody is the champions. Because this is a Ubisoft game.
Indeed.
We're all losers because we even came close to it. Sorry, Freddy, I didn't live up to the ideal that you expected.
Oh my god. Okay, so there are a couple of treasures that I have to go to Land of Departure to go get. So before we even think about doing Enter Sandman, we've got this to go over again. Again! So, what would you say is like one of your favorite RPGs out there?
Ooh. You ever heard of a game called Growlancer?
No.
It's kinda like Longrisser. Growlancer 2 on the PS2. I fucking love that game.
Nice.
Fire Emblem Awakening is really good too. Final Fantasy Tactics.
Sunny loves the GBA Final Fantasy Tactics games.
I've never played that. Technically, there's only one on the GBA.
Well, Tactics Advance, and then there's
A2, yeah, which is on the DS.
Yep. Would you rather... I think I'd rather actually listen to that Highlander 2 ending theme than, you know, whatever licensed music they got for this segment. Because at least that way, it's actually a pretty decent song.
This is literally just score now. These credits...
I'm gonna have to actually look up the name of the song for the ending theme of Highlander 2. Hold on a sec. Highlander 2 ending song. One Dream is the name of the song.
Yeah.
And it goes on and on and on. Okay, so now we're off to Never Never Land.
Exit light. Enter night. Take my hand. We're up to Never Never Land.
So, taking place immediately after Ben and Tara's campaign, Ains 4, or this particular level, Aqua is going to be going on a treasure hunt with Peter Pan and the two lost boys. Expedition. Hi, Tinkerbell.
You guys did not need
Tinkerbell's jealous.
You guys did not need any of these people working on this fucking game.
Tinkerbell is so jealous.
Like, we have gone so far beyond necessary staff at this point, it's not even funny.
Can you skip the credits?
I'm not going to.
Why? Because at some point I might as well just consider playing One Dream.
One dream, one goal.
And it goes on and on and on.
Actually, I don't remember the full lyrics to A Kind of Magic, but you know what I mean.
I'm going to look up the lyrics to that song. Oh, hi, Mason. Fran's not showing up today. A little sad. So for a little while in the Geeker Nation in Discord server, I ended up playing some Among Us, and I just decided to go. He's not coming on today. And I just decided to go with the name my version and not Toscalan or anything. It was instead Beast Boy, but with an I instead of a Y. What do you mean?
Special thanks to Matt Fox, a courageous Watchdog fan who hacked his way into our hearts. Fuck you. I don't care who that guy is. You have spent far too long on this credit sequence. You didn't need to.
Seriously, couldn't this credit sequence just have one dream play? Instead, so at the very least we could make the joke that the song just goes on and on and on.
Oh my god, you know what? I could do that for the PC version. I have the PC version of this game. You want to know why I have the PC version of this game?
Why?
Because it was free.
Okay, so...
Jesus built my hot rod? What the fuck?
Indeed. So tell me something, Alex.
Yeah?
Would you say... What anime or what series, what comics or anime influences whatever writing you do?
We had a brief talk about this last night off of camera, or off the record, and one of the things I mentioned was Dragon Ball, because I love to put my protagonists through through a beating of their life before they
And then Toyotaro Oh, and Toei screwed that up.
Yes.
Thanks to you, CTOS Network has had a successful year. With CTOS Chicago setting the standard, we're proud to announce an expansion into other major cities across the country and around the world. There's no better way to bring the city right to your doorstep.
And what I just gave Aqua is an exclusive command only she can use called Seeker Mine.
Yeah, this is apparent. This is like set up for Watch Dogs 2, which I don't own. Yeah, so I completed all the acts. I'm not gonna collect all the trophies.
Because why should we?
Eh. There's an online race, I'll do that before I sign off for the day. At least on this game.
Right.
I can't believe it. The vigilante...
In case you're wondering what I'm doing, well, basically what I'm doing is doing some more experimental melding. Because there's never a bad time for experimentation in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep.
Kevin.
Especially when you have unlimited magic.
Kevin.
What?
How is it 2020? How?
What?
How is it 2020?
What do you mean?
How is it 2020 and why is it 2020?
I can't answer that question.
Okay, the correct answer to that is because of the linear progression of time.
Okay, that's a given, but like I said, that's a given, but I'm not sure how to respond. So, as we're journeying on our expedition, we are confronted by Captain Hook again. Can you just leave us alone for a moment, Hook? We're trying to do something important here. Hook wants Peter Pan to beat him? My word. Smeed! Now we're being attacked by Captain Hook. Hook's... Yeah, we don't need to run. Your models will disappear, and then I'll be left all by myself.
All by myself.
You know, that was one of the many songs that Cell had playing on the on 98.5 The Cell. What request would you make to Cell on the radio?
I'd request him to sing "I'd Do Anything for Love," but I won't do that.
Oh yeah, but then Cell will be like,
I have to wonder if this is in the lineup. It's not in the lineup, but I'll do it anyway.
The full 12-minute version, please.
Okay.
Is it weird that I could do that voice on a whim?
No, I can too, and my throat's not fucked up.
How did your throat get messed up?
Yeah, I think it's called the common cold.
Right. Which they don't have a cure for yet. Can you believe that there was once a villain named that?
What?
Common Cold.
In what specifically?
Have you ever heard of a show called Codename Kids Next Door?
Yes.
That's where he's from. Take a wild guess what he does.
He gives people the common cold, doesn't he?
Yep. And I'm just like, I have many questions. Oh, I love how Seeker Mind just actively finds targets. I know that's in the title, but can I gush about things? Or am I not allowed to do that? You know, I have to sometimes remind myself that apparently we would live in a post joke world. We're not allowed to make jokes anymore, people.
But not the best time.
Alex, did you get that?
Sorry, what'd you say?
I said we apparently live in a post-joke world.
Oh, yeah.
Where we're not allowed to make jokes anymore.
Yeah.
Because otherwise those very special snowflakes are going to get offended. Okay, so you did the online race. Now what?
Now I'm having a shootout with my race opponent.
Any particular reason why?
Because I wrecked her car.
Just... Ouch.
This will be a circuit race consisting of several laps throughout
Okay,
the
so...
I suspect your rivals will be trying to cheat, so you may want to do the same.
So do you honestly... So whenever I say something weird about one particular thing I've seen, you can tell me, hey, how... Do you think most of the time I'm making things up?
No.
When do you think I'm making things up?
I mean, I may just... Honestly, I usually just wind up playing that up for comedic effect.
The worst part is, some of the things that I say, hey, I'm just like, I can't make this up if I tried. I know there's a whole belief in the me that believes in you, but yeah. Oh, by the way, Aqua has apparently an exclusive route out here, and I'm just like, what's the point of this? What's the point of this exactly? Seriously, this is just there, just here, or just cuz. Like, at this point, who wouldn't have Faraga? Because really... Hey, that's the kind of thing where it's like, at this point, why wouldn't you have this ability?
Good question.
Especially when you can easily meld it. It doesn't even take much time to meld something like that.
Ah, shit.
What happened?
Fell off the track.
So, did you know that, that the Final Fantasy villain Chaos is voiced by Keith David?
No, I did not.
Well, he does in Dissidia of Final Fantasy and Dissidia Duodecim. And honestly, he is probably one of...
Ah, shit.
Honestly, he is probably one of the best actors in that game.
Stop.
Oh, I already leveled up Snow White's D-Link, so that means only three more left.
Okay, I'm gonna be right back.
Alright.
No way!
This will be a checkpoint race, A to B. Got it? Good. Shortcuts and dirty tactics are appreciated, but optional.
Wah, 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 wah. And Hook is gone. Wait, Captain! Yep. Oh, just one thing. You're probably gonna have to wait like 10 or so years, Pete. I got a double jump. And it goes on and on and on. maybe. Somehow. Well, that's harsh. Oh, that is dickish, dude. Oh, you're going down. Nice. He ain't dead, and you dum-dum. Yep, and we forged a D-Link with Peter Pan. Oh, poor Tinkerbell. We're never using your Keyblade. I'm sorry, I don't know who has to tell you this, but we're not using Pixie Petal. It is so dumb. Sure he does. Oh, dear Lord. Phrase that in a way that doesn't sound like you're feeling the yaoi fanboys or fangirls. You never know who might be into the yaoi. I swear. Too bad you're gonna end up with getting them there in your lives is without intention. And there's Aqua's best Keyblade story-wise. Oh, I'm unconscious! Oh! Yep. Simply got beat up by old man Spock.
Okay. I'm back.
Hey. I was wondering where you were.
I was downstairs eating dinner. Apparently I got hacked while I was away.
Yeah, my dad was using the blender. And meanwhile, I had to go back to Castle of Dreams and Dwarf Woodland since I missed a couple stickers. I only have... let's see... 4 more. Luckily, I know where both of them... I know where they all are. Oh, and by the way, we also you missed is Destiny Islands' cutscene where Aqua got to talk to Sora and Riku, and she ended up choosing not to pass on the Keyblade power to Sora since, well, Terra already passed on Keyblade power to Riku. Take a wild guess how much that kind of messes with the lore of Kingdom Hearts, especially when we get to the first game.
Plenty.
Yes. Oh, and it's not on and on; it's over and over. That's the lyric. That was part of the lyrics to One Dream.
I have a person in the back of my truck.
Do you use them to summon Exodia?
Where the hell did that... No, I didn't... My reputation isn't going down at all. What the fuck?
So are we gonna have you move on to Spider-Man?
Not tonight.
Okay, that's fair. So maybe next week we'll get you playing a good PS4 game.
Yeah, next week is Spider-Man.
Good, because honestly, this game kind of sucks.
Next week is the spectacular Spider-Man.
I'll probably have my own stream series of that at some point. But for now, the title of your Spider-Man playthrough should be Spider Memes. Or rather, the Spectacular Spider Memes. Which, funny enough, Josh Keaton, the voice of Spider-Man in Spectacular Spider-Man, has voiced in
on his YouTube channel, yes.
In the PS4 game. Guess who he voices?
Who?
You don't see that every day.
Electro. Not nearly as good as Crispin Freeman, but he's pretty good choice.
Who the hell were you gonna call in for backup?
So I only have to visit it, So it's like after I go to the, the mysterious tower, or the only thing left to do is go to the Keyblade graveyard, and well, I'll get the last sticker, and then just, you know, I'll go straight for the Mirage Arena.
Come on.
Move. Which, if you recall the last 2 times I've been in there, that it should be eerily familiar to you. You know, as Terra and Ven. Because yes, I have to do the same thing as Aqua, as I did with those 2 dum-dums. You know, I find it funny how this series kind of started when Nomura ended up walking into an elevator with one of the people working on Final Fantasy and a Disney executive working in Japan's offices in there, and it's like, that's kind of and it just kind of happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course, I'm somehow stocked. God dang it. I find it weird that the Japanese audience actually prefers the English dub of Kingdom Hearts to the Japanese version, to which I have to ask.
Well, there are fans over there who debate dub versus sub for King of the Hill.
Really?
Yeah. Not even kidding.
That's a clean burning hell, I tell you what. Do you think I do a decent impression of
That's a clean burning hell, I tell you what.
He's one of the easiest Mike Judge characters to do. Oh no, our mascot is dead. Whatever shall we do? Stab him before he gets up and steals and takes over the world. 1 sec, I'll be right back.
I used to know her. So the streets I used to know her. Okay, now my reputation's going down. I guess it's fixed, whatever's wrong with it.
And of course, Aqua has to have a reason to go to the Keyblade graveyard.
Other than the fact that she's useless?
Well, she's still more useful than Konosuba's Aqua. So would you say this Aqua has been useless?
In this game, probably.
She hasn't done much. Oh, goody. We haven't had one of those in a while. Oh boy. Guess what we just got?
What?
Dramatic reading.
Nice.
Okay. Now, What do I read this as?
V from V for Vendetta.
I've never seen or played that.
It's a movie, and
I've never seen that.
Okay.
I could do Wesker.
Do a different Hugo Weaving character. Do Agent Smith.
I haven't seen that, but I can do Agent Smith. And when Kingdom Hearts is complete, it is said the one who opens its door will bring about the creation of the next world, Mr. Anderson. Such a feat is above any human. Or to put it a different way, whoever opens that door will be reborn as something far greater than a human. Light and darkness are two sides of the same coin, Mr. Anderson. Without darkness, there is no light. The Keyblade wielders' great war over Kingdom Hearts was fought by defenders of light, servants of darkness, those who sought to reconcile the two, and those motivated by nothing more than lust for power. A whole spectrum of thought was swept into the conflict, and the worlds that did not go to war found the war brought to them. In the end, the whole world was cast into darkness. That was how the ancient Keyblade War drew to a close, Mr. Anderson. To this day, no one has ever managed to open the door to Kingdom Hearts. Sometime later, the little light that remained in the hearts of the few gave rise to the world we know today. One made of many worlds behind just as many walls, so that the Keyblade War would not be repeated, Mr. Anderson. What did you think?
Not the best. Mr. Anderson.
Well, the thing is, that's actually how he sounds in the movie.
I typically tend to go with Smith being sort of like drawing his words out the way he does as in the movie.
Not really.
Mr. Anderson.
Not really. That's not really how he sounds, though. I have seen bits of the movie, and he doesn't really draw out on things too much.
It has been a while since I've seen The Matrix.
We should do a commentary on those.
Yes, we should. The Matrix 3 is one of the worst films I've ever fucking seen.
Isn't the general consensus that Matrix Revolutions is the worst one?
Yes.
The first two are the only ones that can be seen as good.
Yeah, there's some debate as to whether the second one is as good as the first or not. I don't think that it's really much competition. And it's like, yeah, of course it's like around as good as the first one.
Like I said, I do apologize for my weird attempt at Agent Smith, but it's just like it's just like, you know, I was going more for like how he actually sounded in the movies as opposed to like, you know, the Mr. Anderson and that you were suggesting.
Yeah.
Because I know how Hugo Weaving talks in those movies. Cookies need love, like everything does. He has this creepy monotone in his voice, though not as monotone as, say, Ben Stein, who can only do one voice and one voice only. And yet that voice ends up going to so many different and unique characters, like the Pixies from Fairly Odd Parents.
Anyone?
Was Ben Stein the one that said that?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. Because I wasn't sure if it was him or Matthew Broderick.
No, Matthew Broderick played Ferris Bueller.
Right. So I'm just being stupid.
Just a teeny bit, yes.
So what do you think of the Keyblade Graveyard in terms of aesthetics?
Hang on. Is this it that we're seeing right now?
Yes.
That is a lot of fucking clouds.
Well, essentially, the main aesthetic is that it's supposed to be like, you know, this big dreary place where there's so many Keyblade aids out there, so you could assume that this Keyblade War must have been like this huge deal back when it happened.
How am I the only one finding these fucking bodies? It's not like this guy
But
hid
here's
them
one
very
problem,
well.
Alex. As I've mentioned numerous times before, the Keyblade War only happens in a friggin' mobile game. I am not kidding.
Yeah, I know.
It is so stupid. Why do they put something as important as that in a mobile game instead of, say, like an MMORPG? Because do you have any idea how much an MMORPG Kingdom Hearts game would print?
You know how much an MMO Pokemon would print?
Yes. You know,
We're
Aqua
talking
is
basically infinite money here. Even I would play it.
Oh, yeah. That would be something I'd be all for. And essentially, the premise of Union Cross, which is the name of said prequel,
Hey, dickhead, you couldn't just go around my fucking car. You are an anarchist.
Is that essentially the guild masters of that game are essentially playing a big game of Among Us? Trying to find out who's the traitor. And I'm just like, what if here's a thought. What if none of you are the traitor and the master or just wanted to stir up some conflict just to be a massive troll? The worst part is, based on his mannerisms, I can totally picture that.
Yeah.
Because the master just comes off as a massive jerk. Or rather, just comes off as a massive troll.
I made the funny.
You do realize he's likely gonna beat the funny out of him first. I know, not a good Connery impression, but I was making a reference in Young Justice Abridged. Basically, Alfred is characterized as though he were Sean Connery.
That was a Ninja Turtles joke, by the way.
Get back here, you stupid totem! The only D-Link I haven't really shown off yet in this game in any capacity is Pete's D-Link, which you can only get via command board. You have to essentially get his event
via
trigger.
knockoff Mario Party.
Yes. I'm like, no. Can we not have command board dictate anything? Oh, and Ghost Drive is one of the best endgame command styles in this series. She basically just like teleports and smacks you around with her Keyblade, and I'm just like, this could be really annoying and really funny. What do you make of the music in this area?
I'm not listening to it, unfortunately. I can't hear it.
Okay, that's fair. So...
Seriously.
You want...
These missing persons cases are the lamest thing in the fucking world.
You want to know...
How do the cops not find this shit?
You want to know what's probably one of my least favorite things about... I'm trying to think. Why is it that I have a train of thought going and then I immediately lose it?
My blood wants to mix with hers. We're veins to the same heart, blood to the
Alright.
taste.
I completed all 3 characters' sticker albums. And guess what that means, Alex?
What?
It's time to go to the Mirage Arena again.
She was. Blind the eyes. It opens more, but it is slow. I am not slow. Even if they say, I am not slow. I am faster than the eyes, than the blood. This is wrong. It's
No way.
wrong. My head says it. My heart. But it's in there. It lies. She lied too. They all lie for him.
Assuming this guy, that this rock claim was true. Cherokee was the devil. Jesus was an architect, used to his career as a prophet. All of a sudden, I got myself in the world. So there was nothing I could do. It was ding a ding dang, right dang long and long.
I could afford to have one of these not be on my person in favor of another Kiraga. So, it is time once again for the Mirage Arena for the third time. Because this was so riveting the first 2 times we went here, right? Hi, Monstro. So, we're gonna be whalers on the moon yet again. How much of Futurama did you see?
Literally all of it.
So you know what I'm making a reference to.
That's an episode from the first season, so yes.
We're whalers on the moon, we carry our harpoons, but there ain't no whale, so we tell tall tales and sing our whaling tune. And then there was that one guy that Bender knew from high school.
It's you, isn't it? You've been killing these women. All this trouble you went to, leaving these little exhibits for me to find. I'm not impressed. You're just another sick fuck in a city full of them. Nothing special. You just made a mistake. I can track you now.
There we go. That's the final location. And my wildfire. I'm gonna use that to kill this son of a bitch. I'm gonna use the weapon I unlocked through this mission, through his missions, to kill him. Yeah. I can literally sprint forever. It's not the most useful thing in the world, but damn, if this were a foot racing game, I'd be quids in.
No! That worked out beautifully.
Wow, that was a terrible idea. Thanks, Jasmine2321. Easy fucking kill there. You stupid bitch. Seriously, why did you think that invading me in the middle of nowhere was a good idea? My phone picked you up immediately.
Yes! Killed Monstro.
Now where... Can I have my waypoint back, please? Shouldn't have killed my waypoint, game.
Indeed.
That was... Why... I was in the middle of a fucking mission. Where is this son of a bitch, anyways? Tracked his call. I know where he should be. Placed a waypoint. Come on, guys. Come on, where's the magnifying glass, guys?
You know, I'm starting to get the distinct impression that there's a very good reason why people recording this game don't usually like to come here.
Is it the repetitiveness or the seizure procedure?
Yes. Wait, which part is the seizure procedure?
All of the flashing lights.
But Jason Birder aren't on screen?
No. But Krillin is looking directly at it.
like an idiot. Ding! Is it weird that someone actually went and counted all the times Vegeta got owned and he somehow has a higher own count than Krillin?
Maybe a little bit.
You've reached... well, you know who you are.
And Iron and Prisoner 1 is done.
But my associate is more than happy to help you out.
World out of order. Paid the cost for the time ain't never lost. The boss, y'all ain't...
And now I gotta fight the cursed coach again.
Let's see here. Trailer Park in Pawnee. The Loop. Mad Mile. Pawnee. There we go. Hot spots.
You know the reason why I have stated the reason why I'm a bit concerned about the fact that the prequel game in Kingdom Hearts ended up losing you pretty early on from what you've said, based on what you've told me about your recollection.
Yeah, I don't actually remember a whole lot about those games at all. About that game, rather.
Let's just say, hey, if you think it gets weird in this game, wait till Kingdom Hearts 2, where the games start to get very bonkers. Oh, and guess what's going to probably be one of our commentaries?
What?
The quote-unquote movie of 358 Days Over 2. In case you're wondering, basically, it's because both that game and Recoded's it ended up being converted into a movie.
Yep.
Into a movie bits, as opposed to, full-on games. So in order to experience them on the HD versions, we'd have to watch them. But let me just say right now, be thankful we only have to watch them instead of, playing them. Because from what I gather, those games aren't very... The DS Kingdom Hearts games aren't very good.
I'd never played them.
Don't. Oh, and funny enough, of Kingdom Hearts, one thing I think I might have said at some point in my life was that I wanted to see like a Kingdom Hearts game done in the style of like Theater Rhythm, the Final Fantasy Rhythm games on 3DS. Those games are addicting. Hey, let me just tell you that. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying. And so, I'm guessing someone must have... thought, let's make that into a reality. And I'm just like... I actually did want this. It's just... I didn't want it connected to the plot of the series. Because we already have enough of spin-off games becoming part of what makes the plot of Kingdom Hearts. Because you would think something like Birth by Sleep or Chain of Memories would just be, you know, a spin-off game, but instead it's part of the main plot. In order to understand the plot of Kingdom Hearts, some parts of the plot of Kingdom Hearts 2, you would have to play a Chain of Memories.
What a fucking joke.
Do you have any idea how that makes me feel?
How?
I feel like you're making me play a game that I really don't want to play, especially after giving it a good old college try. It's like I gave it my best, but I just did not like what I was playing.
Like me in the Arrowverse.
But the Arrowverse is so filled with interesting. I can't finish that sentence with a straight face. I just.
Oh, you mean like Barry Allen, who the whiniest man alive?
I thought he was the dumbest man alive.
He's that too. We have Barry Allen, whiniest man alive. We have Oliver Queen, the preachiest man alive. Supergirl. Supergirl, girl of annoyance.
I thought you were gonna say the most, what's the word to describe it?
No tricks.
What would
no
be
cheats.
the best word to describe Supergirl? I'll show. Oh, it has to be the supposed ex alive. It's like how you were saying that Barry was the whiniest / dumbest man alive, and Ollie was the preachiest man alive.
Oh yeah. Supergirl was the most inconsistent woman alive.
That'll do. And now we fight Iron and Prisoner number 2.
And all of those villains of the Flash that were literally just evil versions of him. One of them was even the same one twice.
Remember when you were making out with your first girlfriend and you came right as she touched your leg?
It was him twice.
Okay, gotta resist the urge to shoot this guy until I'm sure it's him.
Dr. Zoom was the bad guy twice.
Probably a laborer. My hunch is right, he's gonna have some kind of blood disorder, like his victims. Huh. This might be our guy. I need to know for sure.
Damn it. I was behind a fence. He couldn't see me. He was turning the opposite direction.
Perhaps he was from Krypton?
Kryptonians can't see through their own fucking
shoot this guy until I'm sure it's him. I'm looking for someone uneducated.
Superman somehow could. Remember in Doomsday?
Okay, they can't turn their eyes around backwards.
Gotta keep an eye out. Should be very close. Huh. This might be our guy.
I have to wonder if people would just look at this and be like, this poor sap is doing the Mirage Arena. Why? And I'm like, because I wanted to show off everything, don't you know? And the Mirage Arena is part of the game.
Okay. Gotta resist the urge to shoot this guy until I'm sure it's him. I'm looking for someone uneducated. Probably a laborer. My hunch is right, he's gonna have some kind of blood disorder, like his victims. Huh. This might be our guy. I need to know for sure.
Someone did like a odd version of this game in where Aqua ends up fighting against Master Ericus, and I'm just like, this looks cool.
Hey, dude.
Okay, gotta resist the urge to shoot this guy until I'm sure it's him. I'm looking for someone uneducated, probably a laborer. My hunch is right, he's gonna have some kind of blood disorder, like his victims. Huh, this might be our guy.
Alright, and now we get to face off against the Mimic Master.
Okay,
And
I'm
again.
gonna put a solid object between me and this guy.
Have you ever played the Untitled Goose Game?
No.
Since it has multiplayer, would you like to?
Is it on PS4?
It's on Steam.
Hey, we need to talk.
I said I'm through with you, get it?
You don't get this. I'm just getting started. Stop. Just fuck off. You son of a bitch, you're ruining everything. Get back, he's got a gun. Shit, just die.
You're not even aiming your gun at me, buddy.
All right, Edgar. Let's see who you are.
That feel when you think you're gonna get an interesting boss fight, but then the boss is almost dead. How does that
This guy
happen?
wanted somebody to take him down. Must have figured out I was
What'd you
onto
say?
him. That he had a private
I was saying that feel when you think you're gonna get an interesting boss fight, but then the boss is almost already dead.
Edgar was obviously insane.
That's the serial killer mission done. And with that, I think I'm probably going to call it for the night.
And I'll probably finish up this mission and then call it on my end.
Let's see here. I don't think I've shown a burner phone yet. Let's go check out one of those before I log off.
Yay, we did it. We got lots of money out of it. Oh, one more.
Oh yeah, I have actually.
Interesting.
Said it was a small job, some tech lab out west in the middle of nowhere. Place was deserted, no one, no lights. It was pitch black. I'm doing lookout with binoculars, but there's no one. My partner's covering the south. We were there at least 3 hours. Fuck all the wild rabbits. And he starts packing up, saying, job's over. So I'm thinking, shit, I fucked up. And he said it went better than expected. I go back, and he gives me an extra $200 for a job well done. I mean, what the fuck is that, huh? These guys, man. How can you trust guys like that?
You know what I find kind of strange?
What?
There was once a time on Rooster Teeth's Red vs. Blue that apparently A. Griff had tried to convince Simmons that Game of Thrones actually happened.
Somehow I don't put those two together as being in the same decade, much less the same era.
Considering one's a Halo machinima and the other is well,
an HBO TV series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine why you would think that.
I just think of Red versus Blue as being like early 2000s, you know? I don't think of that as being contemporary with Game of Thrones. I mean, granted, Game of Thrones, the books came out around that time, but damn.
Yep. Don't forget that the TV show was airing around the time. I mean, that being season in 15.
Good God.
You know what's you know how I was able to keep up with all of that?
How?
Netflix had the first 13 seasons in movie format. I'm not making that up.
No, I believe you.
Things get weird. Like, really weird. Especially after the Chorus trilogy, which is seasons 11 through 13. It's around the time when they used Halo 4 as their primary engine.
Lots of people are losing their electricity because of me today.
Well, that's what happens when you don't pay the bills, man.
Gotta pay your taxes or else the vigilante will come and ram your fucking light bulb with his stolen car.
Hey, how about a digital trip? What you say? You want to fly?
I swear, almost every time I get into... Oh. Little Spellweaver, I always end up going into Ghost Drive for my second command style.
Almost like you said Ghost Rider there.
Considering Disney now owns Marvel, well, that may end up being a possibility. What would I have to do to convince you to watch Netflix Castlevania?
I don't know.
Put it on the list?
Stop the world and melt with you. You've seen the difference and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do for an endorsement in chocolate commercials.
What is that? Okay, what is that a reference to?
It's a reference to a song.
I know it's a song reference, but is there a specific part of that song that I'm missing?
No.
Okay. Because I don't
just
have
been in a lot of chocolate commercials. I just realized I have no Alice Cooper on my phone. I should put all of Alice Cooper on my phone. You can keep all of Ozzy Osbourne and all of Nickelback company. And all of Black Sabbath and Bon Jovi.
Try me.
And open your heart, it's gonna be alright. They should port the Sonic Adventure games to the Switch.
Yes. But port it so that we could have some of the Dreamcast stuff with the GameCube era stuff.
Yes.
But then again, when has Sega ever really, done something like that?
I can hack a singing trout. I thought they were supposed to be annoying enough by themselves.
You never know.
Never heard the name before. And I was gonna be the trigger man. I couldn't say no. This was the only offer on the table. This was my get out of jail free card. And I took it.
Honey, nobody buys the women as pimps bullshit. Shut the fuck up.
just jumping into my mines. And a reminder, the mines that I'm using are seeker mines. Monstro, in case you're wondering why you're getting pelted so hard, it's because as you're literally walking, you're doing the equivalent of walking into my fist. There's a bit in Proton John's Let's Play of Superman 64 where apparently during the I'm not sure if I already told you this, but during the Brainiac boss fight, Brainiac essentially just you know, every time Superman threw a punch, Brainiac just kept walking forward and took damage until he stopped taking damage and just flew away. What do you think of that prospect? The fact that Brainiac just walks right into Superman's fist.
Well, you see, I tried to stop killing him, but he just wouldn't stop walking into my fist.
I'm not sure how I would be able to picture Kal-El saying that. I mean, seriously. Can you imagine an Kal-El of Krypton saying something like that at about describing one of his enemies?
The car literally just changed color when he stopped using it. There's definitely nobody in there. That's stupid. Huh.
That's definitely a W. And you know what the sad thing is? The only entertaining part of the Mirage Arena is literally just the arena battles and nothing else. Which is dumb. Oh, and funnily enough, Monstro ends up becoming a world we have to explore in the first Kingdom Hearts game. So we go from torturing this poor whale to exploring his insides. We have slain the whale. A freeze is coming.
Ooh, Jeff Bridges was diagnosed with lymphoma.
Oh dear. That is troubling, especially since he's scheduled to star in Jurassic World, in the third Jurassic World movie. That's definitely... this bodes poorly. 2020, what is wrong with you?
Do not take the dude. You will not take the dude.
That's, Jeff Bridges.
Oh, wait. Yeah, this is Jeff Bridges. I did say Jeff Bridges, didn't I?
No, you said Jeff Goldblum.
Fuck. Jeff Bridges diagnosed...
Yeah, I agree. You will not take the dude.
Yeah, you will not take the dude. You will not take fucking Tron from us.
Or as he's known in the 2010 movie, Clue.
I have never seen either of them. So weapon fucking Pawnee.
Well, I already killed Zach.
So, you got it a bit early then.
What?
You killed him a bit early then.
Yep. Meanwhile, I'm waiting for Hades to get his his ass up here. Here comes the what now? He didn't finish. I swear Aqua breaks this game more than about as much as Ven does. Okay, I leveled up again. At least this will mitigate the issue of grinding. Which, by the way, Alex, there is a bonus bit for Aqua's stuff up besides the quote-unquote final episode. So just because Aqua's campaign is done doesn't mean in the game is over, because we've still
I didn't even touch you.
We've still got like a final story to go through, just like in Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic Adventure.
Well, Sonic Adventure, yeah. Just because we've beaten all the campaigns doesn't mean we're done with the game.
That's not my fault, I didn't do that.
Oh, and plus, we have to go through... There are 4 more optional bosses to fight right after we're done with the main story. Oh, now we're fighting the Ice Colossus again.
Soon, don't worry about me.
It needs to be now. It's after 9:30. You need to get some sleep.
I know, within the next 2 or 3 minutes.
Or Frost Titan, or Ice Titan. He used to actually be a threat in Kingdom Hearts 1. Now he's just... I don't know what to think of him. And he's dead. Again. Oh, boo. Oh well, I'm not gonna show off the other stuff in the. And so, I'm probably gonna sign off. So, for now.
Okay.
Next week will be Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. So, stay tuned for that. Well, I'm signing off for the game, not for the night, because I'm just gonna keep you company until you're done.
Yeah, I'm gonna be done within the next like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, gotcha.
However long it takes me to collect this last Fall dog. And that'll be all of Watch Dogs for me for the rest of time, probably until I get Watch Dogs 2.
So, if you do the PC version, please edit in the Highlander 2 credits theme for the credits.
Oh, you know it.
Or even better, just have a video of the credits and then just say edit it in a proper credits theme.
All I have to do is mod the song that plays. It's not that big of a deal.
Homer Simpson as Zordon and Mel as Alpha. Alpha, Rita's escaped. Recruit a team of teenagers with attitude. Homer, are we both? No, it's you. And there, no, it isn't. Ah, fine, I'll recruit some teenagers, but you better... and not screw this up. Yes, these are real. Why can't I play in the abandoned copper mine, Mommy? Because Joe Hart didn't clear out the vampire dens? I'm sorry, what? What is this? What are these?
A friend of mine retweeted this on Twitter. I have no idea what it is, but it's fucking hilarious.
Okay, so you got the audio file.
Maurice, no wonder you would talk. They already did their
That
worst. He's got nothing
means
left.
you're done with Watch Dogs.
Yes.
Doesn't change what he
For
did.
the rest of time.
I wonder if it had been Nikki.
Oh
I'd
yeah,
done the
Apple
same in
Plus
his
has
place.
acquired the rights to the Peanuts holiday specials. Great time to buy all of those on 4K Blu-ray.
Nice.
Anyways. Goodbye, cruel world. Yep. See ya. Bye.